Got like a drum bongo set over here, man. Oh, Jesus. Oh, shit, man. Ah. Let's hit up the park swings. Because if you're not on the park swings, what's the point of even being at a park? We made it. We have arrived. Red Pill Philosophy at the park on the swings. Hell yeah, we made it, bro. This is it, guys. It don't get any better than this. This is what you call multitasking, man. Let's see how high I can go. This is tough, guys. You don't understand. I have a selfie stick in my hand, so this is not too easy, but it's just a ride. It's just a fun little ride. You know, not too long in the future, guys, there will be cameras pretty much everywhere. Our lives are going to be basically live streamed 24/7. So you might as well just get used to it. You might as well just have a camera following you around everywhere you go. Really, at that point, just accept it. Everybody should be live streaming their lives. Yep, 24/7. It's inevitable. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in. We got about 40 viewers. Yeah. Oh man. You know, when I was a kid, I used to get on these fairly frequently. I really enjoyed swings. And I would do that thing where you jump off. That's fun shit. That's really fun. Oh man. I like the way you think, Chris. Thank you. Is the swing vegan friendly? I don't know. Some people probably, some creatures probably got killed making the swing. So. I'm gonna see how high I can go. See how high I can make this shit. Now I could jump off at the top, but with this damn selfie stick in my hand, I'm just not gonna do it. Oh yeah, that's fun. That's a fun ride. That's a fun little ride. And then the swing eventually comes to a stop on its own. Eventually comes to a stop. And the ride is over. Just like so many things in life. Little thrills, and then they're gone. And then it's on to the next thrill. The next silly distraction. There's a big fair that happens every April here in Miami. I used to go there all the time when I was a kid. It was so fun. It's just a bunch of little rides. It's just a bunch of little rides. You get on the ride and then the little Ferris wheel and all that crap. Yeah, but cheap thrills never brings lasting happiness. Once you get off the ride, you got to scurry to the next ride. And then once you're done with that one, you got to scurry to the next one. It's just a bunch of stupid rides, basically. See? The ride is over. So yeah, I mean, in the future, everything's going to be live streamed, you know. So you might as well get used to it. You know, if you see somebody with a camera filming, you got to get used to it. It's the future. There's no hiding anymore, guys. You got to stop being afraid of cameras, guys. There's no hiding. I mean, for all you know, there's a mosquito bug in your house right now recording everything you're doing. There's no hiding anymore, guys. You gotta leave, man. You gotta stop hiding. So I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in to today's incredible live stream. You know, we just do it randomly, man. We just do it spontaneously as it feels right. That's how we do it. It never ceases to amaze me how some people, they get really weirded out in the presence of a camera. Some people really freak out, and then like they feel insecure because you're filming, and because they feel insecure because they might be documented on camera. They try to project their insecurity onto you as if you are the weirdo. It's a sad sort of like reverse psychology insecurity thing. And it is tragic that people let weakness dominate their lives. But thankfully, the future is not weakness. So that's always a good sign. I mean, just look at that. Look at that green, glorious field, man. It's a pretty day today. If you live in South Florida right now, you know that it's a beautiful day. Chilly enough to wear a jacket, as you guys can see. And the weather's just fantastic right now, so just want to say hello to everybody. What's up, guys? No mountains. No mountains here. Yeah, I just decided, hey, might as well live stream whatever the fuck I'm doing right now. Yeah, the Earth is flat. I mean, yes. It's basically confirmed at this point. The Earth is flat. I mean, just look at it. Okay, if the Earth was a sphere, why is there no curve? Because it's fucking flat. I mean, see the clouds up there, right? Clouds go into the distance, you see, because that's the clouds, right? They go into the distance, but that's perspective, like it's obviously, it's only sphere on the dome, so like you guys have to understand how the flat earth works. I'm not even going to get into the secrets of the flat earth, because that's only for Patreon subscribers. If you want to know the secrets of the flat earth, you have to be a Patreon subscriber. Oh, don't even get into the hollow earth. Let's not even get into the hollow earth, because that's the next level, but we're not even going to go there. Oh man, do you guys want the ultimate red pills, man? Do you guys want me to drop the ultimate red pills? Just the true nature of the Matrix. Hang on, we have a mentally ill person using residential neighborhoods as a racetrack. Mentally ill person using residential neighborhoods as a racetrack. Wise. Go, Speed Racer! Alright, so I'm going to tell you guys the true red pill realities. I'm going to tell you guys what's really going on. I'm going to tell you guys what the true Matrix really is. Are you guys ready for this shit? The true Matrix. The true red pill realities. All right, here we go. The first thing you have to understand, this is stuff I don't even talk about, but I'm gonna dish it out in the middle of a live stream. All right. Number one, the Earth is a holographic matrix. Okay. Everything you see around you is just a holographic matrix. Okay. So, wrap your head around that. Okay. Now people think, oh, it's matter. Look at the matter. Oh, it's so solid, right? Guys, it's not solid. It's all a matrix. It's all a hologram. And if you guys don't realize that it's all just one big hologram, then you guys are just blue pillars, bro. Blue pillars. Listen, I'll put it to you like this. If there was no conscious beings in the entire universe, would the universe exist? I'll ask that question again, because you guys told me you wanted to go deep, so we're gonna go deep. We talked about the flat Earth, and we already know the Earth is a flat stationary plane, and that the space is a hoax. That Elon Musk launched that roadster inside of a studio. Okay, it was a studio. All right. Look, I'm gonna put it to you guys this way. If there's no conscious beings in the entire universe, does the universe exist? The universe has no sentience. Nothing in the entire universe exists. Okay? Nothing in the entire universe exists that could even be aware of the universe, of planets, of life, of anything. No consciousness anywhere in the universe. Does the universe still exist? I think the answer is no, the universe doesn't exist. I think the universe is undeniably dependent on sentient observance. I just don't know, like, how could you say something exists if you're not there to be aware that it exists in the first place? I definitely think consciousness is definitely pretty fundamental to this whole thing, but you know, that's not scientific, right? You know, the materialist physicalists don't want to hear any of that. They love worshiping physical matter, even though matter wouldn't matter if you weren't conscious to experience matter in the first place. It's funny how the word matter, physical matter, matter is basically the same word used to describe things that matter to us. If that doesn't show you the bias of the physicalist paradigm that we live in, I don't know what does. So yeah, you guys know I'm half trolling right now. You guys know I'm half trolling. Just want to say thank you to everybody who's tuning in right now. I appreciate it. Are sausages real? Do I believe in life after death? It's a good question. Life after death. I don't know. I do think that there's more going on in our reality than physical matter and energy or whatever. Can you quantify consciousness? Like, does that even seem feasible? People say, scientists will say we're on the cusp of finally solving the puzzle of consciousness. We're going to find, I think Michio Kaku, that fucking Japanese dude, I think he said that, yes, we can quantify consciousness. First of all, really? Second of all, does it even seem feasible that you can quantify subjective experience? I mean, how much does my conscious experience weigh in grams? Okay, I get it. Grams is probably too broad a metric, but you see what I'm saying. Does it even seem feasible that you can quantify and even locate? Like, consciousness is the thing you use to experience the visible and the material. So it doesn't even make sense to me that the very thing you use to experience the material would be material itself. It doesn't make sense. I'm self-aware. Some physicalists will do their best to tell you that consciousness is an illusion. I actually had some guy on Twitter telling me that consciousness doesn't exist, bro. It's just an illusion. I'm pretty sure there's some type of subjective thing that is currently aware of what I'm fucking experiencing right now. So, yeah, I don't know. It's crazy, guys, but, you know, I don't know, man. If you live in South Florida right now, you know that the weather is just stupidly incredible. So yeah, guys, this is the 21st century, man. Everybody walks around with cameras. Everybody's filming all the time. You got CCTV cameras filming your every move. You guys got to get used to it. If you see some guy walking around with a selfie stick and a camera like me and he's vlogging, if you're insecure around the presence of a filming camera, that's not my problem. All right? This is the 21st century. If you have something to hide, it doesn't matter because you can't hide anymore. Everything's being filmed. Everything's being recorded. So don't get triggered when you see a dude minding his own business with a selfie stick, you know, doing a live vlog to his large audience base. It's the 21st century. Stop hiding. So yeah, man, it's pretty incredible, you know, it's pretty incredible, but that's the way it works. That's the way it works. So what's up with you people? What's up with you guys? What are you guys up to? Someone says, hey Pinky. I guess you're referring to, yeah, he goes, hi Pink Man. I guess you mean because I'm a white devil? Is that why you call me Pink? White people aren't even white, they're pink. Fucking white people. Oh man. We was dinosaurs. We was dinosaurs and shit. I have a big meat sausage for you to eat. I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. I've experimented with weed many years ago, but weed just gives me anxiety now. Yeah, marijuana just makes me anxious, so I don't touch that garbage. Someone writes, black people are taking over. You just a cave beast. Oh, man. Hey, are you guys getting like a lot of wind? That's, like, can you guys hear me well, or is it? Hey, awesome. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Somebody asked, fuck, what was the question? Hold on, let me go back and find it. Was that the question? What is the meaning of life? Yeah, the question on the meaning of life, you know, the purpose of life is to find a way to not ask that question. The purpose of life is to find a way to not ask that question. Oh my God. Jesus Christ, man. Oh shit. Holy crap. Yeah, let me state that again. The purpose of life is to find a way to not ask that question. And the reason is because I don't know if there's even an actual answer to that question. I don't know if there's actually an answer to the question, what's the purpose of life? You know, it's like, I used to obsess over that question. I mean, that question used to keep me up at night. I mean, that question used to eat me alive inside. I was obsessed with trying to find an explanation or an answer to like some ultimate purpose in life. And I never found an answer to the question, and it got to the point where it was just kind of driving me crazy. And the more I thought about it, the worse I felt. What's up, bro? What's the umbrella for, man?
No, because I don't know.
Who knows? Might start raining any second. Yeah. Especially on these blue days with no clouds. Burns like hell. I used to ask the question, what is the purpose of life? Why are we here? And I never got an answer. And I felt I had this belief in me for some reason that if I don't have an explanation for what the ultimate purpose of our existence is, then I can't really enjoy life. And I just got to the point where I was like, maybe that question is pointless. I would get anxiety over that question. And I just came to the conclusion that that question is fucking pointless. What's the purpose of life? I don't fucking know. But I'll tell you one thing, the less I think about what's the purpose of life, the better I feel. That's what I learned. The less I think about that question, what is the purpose of life, the better I feel. So I'm pretty much done with that question. Right now, my answer to that question is, what's the purpose of life? The purpose of life is to do your best to never think about that stupid fucking question. Otherwise, you're going to spiral into an existential, anxiety-induced depression, and you're probably just going to end up killing yourself. So I don't know what the point of life is. The point of life is to sit here and randomly live stream on a park bench, you know, and hey, it feels nice. It feels good. I'm here, you guys are here, we're chilling, we're going back and forth. So, happy birthday. You know, hey, I didn't need a fucking purpose to enjoy this conversation. I don't need a purpose to enjoy this experience right now. Portuguese MGTOW says, let's thrash Women's Day. I guess it's because it's Women's Month. Somebody asked, what are my thoughts on rim jobs? I mean, if you're not into rim jobs, you're not living life to the fullest. That's my stance. Someone says they saw Black Panther. It was a straight up Black Power movie. That movie was literally made. Yeah, I mean, it was. No, I'm not into feet or anything like that. I never understood that one. That one was weird. Somebody asked, is soy feminizing? Somebody asks, is soy feminizing? My theory on soy is very simple. Let's go for a walk, huh? Let's go for a walk, huh? We got a big ass, beautiful field here. Let's go for a walk. So, is soy feminizing? Well, my theory on soy is it starts with a question. What came first, the liberal or the soy boy? What came first, the liberal or the soy boy? Now here's what's interesting. People like Paul Joseph Watson, aka Prison Planet, will tell you that the issue is that soy is feminizing. But what leads a person to consume soy? Or what leads a liberal to consume soy? Well, a lot of times for a lot of liberals, consuming soy is a sort of a vegan thing. It is a vegan option thing. And I do think that going back a few decades, I really do believe that a good number of vegans tended to be liberals. And I do think that for a lot of these liberals, going vegan was a way to, it was just another way to hate humanity. Because I do believe that that is what drives basically the liberal commie agenda, is a sort of hatred of humanity. So
what better way to shit on humanity? What better way to hate humanity than to accuse humans of being these evil oppressors of animals and then going vegan, so then you can belittle other people. You can say, I'm better than you, you're a bad person, because there is a sort of a self-righteous complex thing, a moral grandstanding thing that comes along with being a virtue signaler, an SJW virtue signaler. But if you go back to, like, let's say the 90s, the primary alternative to meat products were the soy versions of those products. So I don't think that soy makes you effeminate and liberal. I think you were all, going back to the 90s, let's just start with the 90s, you were already a liberal, and going vegan was just a further extension of your hatred of humanity. And when you go vegan and the only option is soy, you're going to be eating the soy products. Nowadays, we have countless alternatives to soy. You don't have to get soy milk. You can get almond milk. You don't even have to fucking eat soy. Even though, by the way, soy products are like in almost everything. Okay, like there's countless meat products have soy in them. They're not even vegan. So soy is in everything, whether you're a vegan or not. We're all fucking ingesting the damn thing. Unless you're like super health conscious and you're not eating it, which is fine, whatever. But that's really my theory. My theory is that what came first, the liberal or the soy boy? I would say that the liberal came first. And because for many, many years, soy was, and in some regards still is, the primary alternative meat product, that's just so happened to be what people who are already liberals decided to consume. So, yeah, I just don't buy it. I just don't buy it. And for anybody who might say something like, oh, but you just said that some vegans, these liberals, went vegan because they hate humanity. So are you saying that, you know, Chris, if you like veganism, that's because you just hate humanity and it's some type of, you know, liberal commie thing? No, not at all. But the primary reason that I like veganism is because of logical consistency. That's the primary reason I like it. It's because of logical consistency. And you're kind of faced with two things. Either you're a hypocrite who says dogs and cats are protected, but pigs, which have been scientifically shown to be smarter than both cats and dogs, pigs we can kill, cows, chickens we can kill them, you become a bit of a hypocrite. So I just figured, hey, let me not be a hypocrite. Let me not live my life with internal cognitive dissonance contradictions and start going vegan. Start going vegan, and then as I go vegan, you're not killing the dogs and the cats, and you're not killing all the other animals. So you're more consistent. Now, how many bugs have I stepped on while waltzing through this fucking field? I probably stepped on at least one. So there are issues that need to be fleshed out. But that's a big ass dog. Anyways, those are my thoughts on whether or not soy is feminizing. I think you were already a liberal to begin with. You were already a liberal to begin with. This is a really nice park, man. This is a really nice fucking park. I mean, albeit it's pretty much just a big ass field. It's just grass, but whatever. That's the point of the damn park. Is to get some, be in nature.
Got to get my ass back to MMA class, bruh. Okay, I'm out. Pinky winky. Peace. Alright, dog. Someone says, I'm a pretty Latina escort. Okay, sounds like spam. Chris, take some Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu classes. Bitch, I already take Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu classes, bro. No, I do. Man, I've been doing MMA training in general for like the last year. And man, so fun, man. You guys got to do it. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, MMA type ground game stuff is so fun. I am in no way, I'm not even beginning of decent in the art of Jiu-Jitsu. I'm not even scratching the surface of competent. But it's fun, man. It's such a great hobby. I mean, if you're looking to stay fit while learning a skill or a talent that can just benefit you in real life for self-defense purposes, get into some MMA gym. Go do it. You won't regret it. I also do some Muay Thai, kickboxing, but I really do got to be a little more consistent. I really do. That's kind of smushy. Earth is flat. Why is the sun and moon spherical? Well, do you have proof that the sun is spherical? I mean, I don't have proof the sun is spherical. I do have proof that it's a white disk, but I definitely don't have proof that the sun is spherical per se. The moon does seem to be more spherical, at least visually on the surface. Red pill is the goat troll. I don't know anything about collecting rainwater, man. I really haven't looked into collecting rainwater at all. Make a music video here, some shit. 75. Few savages tuning in. Tony versus Habib. Who you got? I don't have a stake in that fight. I don't know who could win, but I am looking forward to it. Trust me on that. Trust me, I'm looking forward to that. Will I eat synthetic meat if it comes out? You know, only if I have trouble sticking to a vegan diet. You know, if I have trouble sticking to a vegan diet, you know, I still got to find out whether or not plants feel, though. Because if they can feel, then I'm just crushing them. Just crushing them under my feet. Just stepping on them. Got to find out if plants can feel. Got to figure that one out.
Yeah, I did hear about the Brazilian scientists that have been researching flat Earth for like the past 7 years. A bunch of Brazilian scientists have been researching what the shape of the Earth is for like the past 7 years, and now they're about to release this big documentary. And they claim that they have proof. These Brazilian scientists, like university people, did a bunch of experiments, and now they say that they have proof that the Earth is actually basically flat, convex, and there's like a separate landmass. It looks like if there's a separate landmass outside of where we live, then that separate landmass is basically where the elite live and control us in this petri dish. Oh man. Hey, you know what I was thinking the other day? I was wondering, I'm like, man, these Brazilian scientists, they've been researching flat Earth for 7 years, and they performed all these big experiments, these Brazilian scientists. And they say that they have their own little model of what they think the Earth looks like. And it's like a flat, convex, flat plane. And then we live in this kind of circle, but then there's like this extra piece of land outside the ice wall. And there's a piece of land in there. And I'm like, who the fuck lives there? It must be the elite, right? The Illuminati. That's how they suck the taxes off of us. And then I'm like, I thought about Ayn Rand's seminal classic book called Atlas Shrugged. Ayn Rand's seminal book, called Atlas Shrugged. And in that book, which is one of the best fictional books I've ever read, Ayn Rand writes how all the truly enlightened and empowered people who hate communism but love capitalism and the free market, people who can actually succeed on the basis of their own true merits, the innovators, the inventors, the intellectuals, the hard workers. In Ayn Rand's book, Atlas Shrugged, all these people are so fed up with the government, with the state, with these commies sucking the wealth out of their industries, that all the rich, powerful innovators and geniuses say, fuck this, we're shrugging these parasite commies off our backs, and we're gonna go live in a little fucking remote part of the country where no one knows, and we're gonna have our own utopia. So when these Brazilian scientists came out and said that they've been performing experiments for the last 7 years or something like that to determine the shape of the Earth, and the scientists provided their own model of what they believe the Earth's shape is, and it's like flat, and then there's this separate landmass outside of the ice wall. I'm like, who lives in that separate landmass? I'm like, hey, I wonder if it's those motherfuckers, in Ayn Rand's book, who decided they wanted to get the hell off. That would be the ideal. Because if there's anybody who lives on a separate landmass beyond the ice wall, who controls all of us inside of this solipsistic petri dish, you'd want it to be good people. You don't want it to be like the Illuminati and God knows what kind of, Anyways, that was a random tangent, but
Yeah, most probably not famous. 7 billion people, 99.9% of the population has no clue who I am. Everybody's famous nowadays, and nobody's famous. Though I have been spotted in public a few times before. I haven't been spotted in public by any haters yet, but I think that's because the haters just don't want to come up to me and tell me they don't like me. But I'm sure I've been spotted by haters before. One dude actually did tell me that he spotted me at a grocery store, but he told me in a comment after the fact. I asked him, why didn't you confront me? If you're gonna call me a bitch faggot now in the comments, why didn't you just confront me in person and tell me I was a bitch faggot to my face? Why did you wait till you get home to tell me in a comment? So, you know, hey man. Now look, hey, here's a little word for you guys. If you see me out on the streets, come out and say hi to me, man. Don't be shy. Come up and say hi to me, and we'll do a little chit chat or something. But yeah. Am I rich from your success on YouTube? Nah. I mean, I'm doing well for myself, but the truth is, I could monetize my YouTube channel. I could monetize Red Pill so much better than I am right now. I just had this kind of naive. I always view Red Pill as a passion project. Trust me, I don't mind making money. Don't get me wrong here. But if I really wanted to make Red Pill profitable, I could do the most shameless pandering content. It would be so easy. I could have turned this channel into like the Trump News Network and just upload videos every day, just breaking down the latest, Trump news. And, but yeah, I don't know. I just rather just do things when I feel like it. Like, oh, look, I'm at a park. Let me live stream. I just start live. Like, I just want to do things based on passion. I think the content just comes out better when you do it based on passion. If you're uploading it because you're just trying to make a buck, it comes out hollow, it falls flat, it doesn't have the right feeling to it. Yeah, it becomes a job. Exactly. It becomes a fucking job. Kony 2012 is a good example. That was one of the first videos I uploaded to Red Pill, and I just like shat that video out like overnight. I worked from like 8 p.m. to like 7 in the morning, just this passionate surge to like make a video, and then that video like went pretty viral for me back in the day. So it was pretty interesting to see that. So yeah. Mustache is a bit lopsided. Got to work on that. Today is Women's Day. Really? Women's Day? You mean Feminists Day? And feminists don't speak for all women, so they gotta stop it. Chris, you had a video called Everything is Sexual Harassment Now, where you were crying. It was removed. Everything is sexual harassment now, and I was crying in it? Don't remember that. How recent was that? How recent was that video? A month ago. Everything is sexual harassment. Was I like sarcastic crying? Was it like sarcasm? Was it like a sarcastic crying, or was I actually crying? Man, I have no fucking clue what you're talking about, dude. I really have no idea. Yeah, there's that old video, yeah. There's that old video where I was like, you know, where I was pretending that I was like, oh my God, I'm wrong. Feminism is right. And I was crying. But that was like 2.5 years ago or more. So I'm not sure what you're talking about, dog. I wish I could like fucking spiritually fucking make things levitate. That'd be fucking cool. But I think in order to reach true spiritual capacities, you first have to go on a 15-day water fast. You can't manipulate spiritual bodies if you are glued down and weighed down to the earth by all the stuff that you eat day to day to day to day. No, I do want to experiment with fasting. I'm going to start experimenting with fasting. I want to see if I can get up to like a week of fasting, maybe 2 weeks of fasting, and just like blast off into the fucking stratosphere. I want to experiment with that. I was telling a friend of mine the other day that, you know, if we take the materialist, physicalist paradigm, if we take their word for it, then our consciousness is derived from the brain. The physical body and the physical brain forms first, and consciousness is just a derivative of the brain and brain processes. Well, if we take that to be true, then everything that we experience as conscious beings is a product of our physical bodies. So all that I can know as a spiritual or conscious entity, as a conscious person who can feel, all I can know is what my body produces. And when was the last time you went more than 2 days without eating? I mean, I can't remember the last time. So
if my consciousness is only a product of the state of my body, and the state of my body has always had at least some external food inside that my body is digesting and processing and breaking down and synthesizing, then what would happen if I do something that I've never done before? Not eat for a day, for 2 days. I think I have gone a whole day without eating, don't get me wrong. I think that's happened. But what if you go 2 days without eating? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Would you experience would you experience feelings that you've never felt in your entire life? So anyways, yeah, I do want to experiment with like fasting. I want to see if I could like go, maybe a week or something and just see what happens. I still want to believe. I still wish we could be breatharians. Don't get me wrong. I wish there's a way that we can live as breatharians. And I'm not going to rule that out completely, but I really hope it's true. I wish breatharianism was possible. That'd make me so happy. I would love to be a breatharian, but I don't know if it's a scam or not. Anyways, I'm going to begin walking back to my car because that's just what I feel like doing right now. What are my thoughts on cold showers? I'll tell you what my thoughts on what's this new racist fad? This new racist fad to like connect with our coldness, cryotherapy. It's funny, some of the black supremacists, the black power black supremacists, they think that white people, where did white people come from? They think that white people white people were originally just black Africans who migrated to colder regions, colder climates, and that's where white people came from. That white people, this is what the black supremacists, some of the black supremacists have the theories that that's where they believe that white people came from, and they say that they came from the colder regions, from the colder climates, and that's why there's certain different evolutionary adaptations and etc. So, you hear about the Wim Hof method. You hear about all this cryotherapy stuff. I've heard a lot of it from Joe Rogan. He does cryotherapy. And it's this new craze now. There's also the cold shower thing. Everybody likes taking cold showers now. There's this new craze now, the health benefits of putting yourself in cold, icy climate conditions. And, it won't be long before they start condemning cryotherapy as racist because it's a bunch of white devils trying to get themselves into a colder climate so they can reconnect with the icy environment that sculpted you damn white devils. So, won't be long. Cryotherapy is racist. I'm announcing it right here live on Red Pill Philosophy YouTube channel. Cryotherapy is now racist. My thoughts on evolution, I don't know. I think people take it a little bit too seriously. I'm not going to say that there's no merit to it, but I think some people just they put all their eggs in the evolution basket, and it becomes a damn religion to them. And I'm just not so convinced by all that garbage. I'm just not convinced. I'm just not too convinced by it. It's a goddamn religion for some people. Just, I don't know. Anyways, well, thank you guys for tuning in. It was a fine little walk in the park. Yes, beautiful day indeed. Beautiful day. Thank you all for tuning in. See you guys next time. Have a nice day, Chris, says somebody from Argentina. Yeah, thanks a lot for tuning in. Thanks for your questions, guys. Thanks for the conversation. Appreciate it. We'll be doing it again soon. Lord willing. Assuming YouTube doesn't steal my live streaming again for no reason and then give it back to me randomly. All right, guys. Take care of yourselves.